Those international students who are genuine applicants that came to Canada to study and were victimized by fraudsters will be given permission to remain in Canada. Those who were complicit in a fraudulent scheme will be held accountable for their actions. We need to do what we can to protect the ability of those innocent people to remain in Canada. We are establishing a task force made up of senior officials of both IRCC and CBSA. This task force will be required to undertake a case-by-case analysis of every individual case that is the subject of a removal order on the basis of fraudulent letters of acceptance. Any pending removals will be halted in the interim, and there will be a temporary permission to stay over the course of this period of consideration. The task force will consider particular factors, including whether a person completed their study, including their level of knowledge of any fraudulent scheme that may have underpinned their application, and those who are found not to have had knowledge and who have been genuine applicants to the student program will be given permission to stay in Canada for a period of a few years so they can either complete their studies or potentially remain in Canada and work over the next few years. There are a few dozen people who have been subject to removal orders, but despite the fact that we receive many hundreds of thousands of study permit applications every year, the total universe of people who may have been admitted would potentially be in a few hundred. But to be clear, a lot of the people who fall within that universe are likely people who were taken advantage of. So I don't want to suggest that all of those people are in fact here on fraudulent basis. The fraud may have benefited them, but many of those people could very well have genuinely intended to come and had no knowledge of the fraud that benefited their application.